I'm going to look to re-raise him. 4.6. I'm doing a big re-raise here. He's probably going to fold. He called. Okay. I'm going to put him all in. That is how we do it. Massive win, that one. All right, Poker Kings, we have a big day today. We're going to be entering in the $1 billion tournament, the Mega Billions, once again. And this time we only have $16 billion left. And obviously we're going to be putting up $1 billion to play in this. And then we're going to be topping up for another $1 billion. And if we bust early, which hopefully we don't do, then we will have to rebuy for $1 billion. So, big tournament. I'm going to go ahead and join this tournament right now. If we can get in the money in this tournament, we are looking at a very substantial payday that we could really use right now. I don't like seeing my stack go down this low. In the last couple of tournaments, we did get in the money in the $200 million a couple of days ago. And then we lost out in the $1 billion tournament, and we lost out in the $200 million tournament. So, big day today. I feel like we kind of need to have a deep run. So that's what we're going to look to do. And already we have 10 ace 10 offsuit, and we're going to raise it up to 2.75 big blinds. Looks like we have a limper from early position. And yeah, overall, we're going to look to win this tournament. We're going to look to have a deep run today. And we'll see how we go. We're going to let this ace 10 offsuit go to that big raise. And yeah, I will see you guys when some excitement happens. Okay, so now we have ace 5 of diamonds. I like this hand a lot. It has a straight potential and flush potential. We're not going to do anything drastic though. We're just going to limp in from the small blind. And we have a runner flush draw. And we will fold to that massive overbet. So we're not looking to make any crazy moves too early on. If I was feeling a little bit adventurous, I definitely could have raised that ace 5 suited up from the small blind. But, decided against it. Sometimes you just have to read the situation. We're going to raise this one up to 2.75 big blinds. I classic raising size when we're above 60 big blinds, and they've all folded to us. So, good pot there. And now we're sitting with pocket jack, so we're getting good hand after good hand. Let's see what we're going to do here. So, we're going to raise this up because there's a limper. We're going to raise this up to 3.75 big blinds. If the action folds to me, then obviously I will raise to 2.75, but because there was a limper, I will raise above them. So we have one overcard, and they have checked to us. So we will bet, I will bet 4 big blinds. I'm pretty happy to make that bet. I got called as expected. Okay, if they check, I'm pretty happy to check back. Now there's an 8. And they've just put out a bet for 17 big blinds to the pot. That is a tough call for me, I have to admit. That is a very tough call. So, I think they could have easily had some kind of king. They could have had an 8. If they bet lower, I definitely would have called, but because they bet the entire size of the pot, I just don't believe I was getting the right equity to call that. I think they had more hands that bet me than hands that didn't beat me in their range. And based on that bet size, I think it was probably the right decision to let that one go. Alright, so we have Queen 10 suited in an early position. We're going to do our standard raise. It's good that we're getting a lot of playable hands. It's a shame there's no antes at this early stage of the tournament. I love playing with antes. I don't... Oof. I fancy this. I'm going to put out a bet for 3.7 big blinds. I want to go a little bit below half pot. and I've been re-raised. So and there's a caller. So I will let that go. In hindsight, I could have just checked. It was probably the best move to check. I just kind of felt like making some action happen. But that range, considering I was the pre-flop raiser, that obviously was not a good flop for my range. Oh well. I took a stab at it. The stab didn't pay off. These guys obviously have something if they've committed so much money to the pot. So I got out of there, and that's the good thing. What they have. So yeah, he had a 9, and he only had a 2. So interesting that he came along for the ride. We now have Ace Jack in early position, but we're going to play this hand. So we're going to do our classic raise. These players at the table probably think I'm a bit of a maniac based on how many pots I've been playing in. Okay, I'm definitely going to put some money out there. I'm going to bet 4.3. 4.3 big blinds. We're gonna see what they decide to do. So I've been re-raised again. I feel like I'm being bullied a bit at the moment. This is quite unusual. This doesn't normally happen. And I've got nothing, so I'm not going to call. Interesting. Alright, we have King 10 offsuit from the cutoff position. And I'm probably gonna look to play this hand. I think I am looking to play a bit aggressive now. Maybe I am a little bit on tilt after being bullied around. So we'll see. I'm raising it up with my King 10. Unbelievable. I can't call. What do they have? 9s and Ace Jack. I would have been looking pretty average in this hand. Well, there we go. I would have probably won it then, wouldn't I? Interesting. Don't know what to say. They're putting pressure on all my moves, so every time I make a move, they're re-raising me. Alright, in the small blind now with 10-6 of diamonds, I'm gonna look to just limp in. And we hit middle pair. I will just check. My aggression hasn't been taken with open arms so far. So now we've just hit 2 pair. I will check. Okay, I gotta raise this up now. And he called, and I have the full house. I mean, I'll bet half pot. See what he decides to do. He calls, and I definitely win the pot. There we go, guys. That's what we're talking about. Full house versus Queen's 2 pair. We're back. Just like that, we are back. If I have a look at my chip stack, obviously we were down quite a bit. This is a $1 billion tournament, and we're now back over the $1 billion mark, so that is good. I'm not looking to rebuy in this tournament. I don't want to take crazy risks. Obviously, I only have, $15 billion to my name, so I don't want to, have to spend another billion to rebuy. So, we're looking to take this original billion a long way. Okay, we're looking at Ace 8 of hearts. And I will raise that to 2.25 big blinds. There's antes now, which is very exciting. And hopefully they will fold, and they do. That's good. That's very good. Things are starting to go our way. This is good to see. I'm expecting a good run in this tournament now. We're getting very close to the break now. As we check the structure, we are, we're about to go 50 million, 100 million. And then we'll be into the break. Okay, so we're looking at 10-3 of hearts here. If I get the chance, I'll probably look to see a flop. In fact, I'll probably look to raise it up here. Steal the ant. Just wanted to steal the big blind. Just wanted to steal the antes. Okay, now we're in a tough spot. We have King 10 offsuit. We need to make a move. And this might be our only chance. We're going to make the move right here, guys. This is kind of suicidal. I don't know if King 10 can hold up, but we're about to find out if it can. Okay, we have a chance. If we can hit a king, avoid an ace. We just need a king or a 10. We did it, guys. We did it. We took a crazy risk. And it paid off. I had the feeling that we had to do something there. Otherwise, we were just gonna, you know, dwindle down and have an early exit in this tournament. We took a chance, and it paid off. So let's go. We're just gonna, you know, wind the clock down, look to get into the break, and we're going to top ourselves up, and we're gonna be in a good position in this game. You know, we're in 18th spot right now. There's, you know, 60 total entrants, 47 people still in the tournament. Good to see. Good to see. So we enter into the break. We'll do our $1 billion add-on. That puts us into 13th place, 14th place. Yeah, feels good, guys. I think we're gonna have a deep run today. So looking forwards to it. All right, guys, coming in from the tournament break, we are sitting with ace 10. We're going to raise it up to 2.2 big blinds. We're in a good position. You know, like I said before, I feel like we can have a deep run in this tournament. We're going to see what happens here with our ace 10. Ideally, they just fold and we're able to just keep stealing the blinds, keep stealing the antes. And perfect. So that puts us up to 12th place in the tournament. You know, obviously a lot of the time in late position, we're going to be looking to steal the blinds and antes when the action is folded to us. We have a look at the payouts. We're going to need to make the top 11 in order to get paid. And 11th place, surprisingly, actually has a really big payout. Don't know why it does that, but if we can finish 11th, we're going to get 13 billion, which would be really nice for our stack. King Jack offsuit, in early position, we're going to fold. If we were in a later position and the action was folded to us, we probably would have looked to raise it up and once again try steal the blinds and antes. But in early position, you know, King Jack offsuit, I'm quite happy to just let that one go. Obviously, you want to play a lot tighter when you're in early position because of the threat of people, you know, calling and raising behind you. All right, we're sitting in the big blind with pocket eights. We're looking good. So we have one caller. You know, I'm not going to look to do anything too extreme here. I'm probably just going to check. You know, I'm not looking to take any crazy risks at this point. And we flopped a set. How good is that? Now we have to decide what we're going to do here. I think I'm going to check. You know, there is a cause to protect my hand. There's obviously a flush draw there. I'm going to look to re-raise him. It's 4.6. I'm doing a big re-raise here. He's probably going to fold. He called. Okay. I'm going to put him all in. That is how we do it. Massive, massive win, that one. That's going to put us right up there in the tournament. Let me go and check the standings. Yes, we are up to 5th place. We are sitting good now in this tournament. That was a big win. You know, we slow played it originally, and then we saw that obviously he was committed to the pot. So we put the money in there, and we took all his money. So that's good. I think that was one of the guys that was bullying me around earlier, you know, re-raising my raises. So feels good to get that guy out, that's for sure. Okay, so 8-7 here. We're going to raise it up to 2.2 big blinds. You know, just because we have a big stack, we're not necessarily going to play safe. And we've flopped top here. So I'll happily put some money in the pot, I think we should take that. Boom. I'll show them the 8. You know, I don't want them to think I'm too much of a bluffer, so show them some good hands. And just like that, we are still in 5th place, still accumulating our chips. Things are looking good. Okay, ace 10. We have a limper. I'm happy just to limp behind this guy. I don't want to do anything too drastic. I'm obviously in a good position. This ace 10 is the kind of hand I want to play. And we're probably just going to check that. That's not really... It's not really our flop. I definitely could have raised pre-flop. You know, I could have raised over this guy. It would have been a very aggressive move with ace 10. But hey, there's no need to take unnecessary risks right now. You know, felt it'd be good to go see a flop with that ace 10. Okay, so 21 remain in the tournament. We are in the big blind with ace 8 of spades. We are currently in 16th place. And this could be... I think we're going to have to call this, guys. This is our tournament life on the line. We're going up against jacks, so we don't have a huge amount of equity. We're going to be looking to hit an ace or an 8. Otherwise, our tournament is going to be over. Yep. Unfortunate. We were running low. We had to make that call there. And unfortunate, guys. Another run where, you know, we had a lot of good moments. We just couldn't quite capitalize at the end. Obviously, that ace king was a big hand. I potentially should have made a move on the flop. You know, a lot of big moments in that game. Unfortunately, didn't go our way today. But hey, that's poker. I know, you know, we're a good player. We're going to come back and we're going to start getting in the money. We're going to start making deep runs in these tournaments. And we're going to win these tournaments. It's just a matter of time. It's just, you know, variance playing its part. So anyway, that was the tournament. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. Poker Kings out.